I don't know why so many people knock on this Eagles secondary. No, we don't have a shutdown corner. No, we don't have any high-priced free agent corners. The Eagles are done with that era in signing free agent corners. I'm excited about Avonte Maddox, the 4th-round pick from Pitt. I'm excited about Sidney Jones being finally healthy this offseason and coming to this league. And you know what? Had some issues. The Achilles injury, was in and out of injuries last year, but now has a huge chance to be something, to show what he's got, whether it's being a nickel corner, whether it's being an outside corner. I don't know. But we'll see. I'm really excited for Cre'Von LeBlanc. And Cre'Von LeBlanc was just a practice squad guy, a half starter, practice squad guy that would play with the Bears a couple years back, went to the Lions, and then we picked him up. We pretty much picked him up, a quarter of last year we picked him up. The Philadelphia Eagles last year, but in that 4-6 run in the beginning, we had 13 cornerback changes. 13. You had guys like Shannon Sullivan. You had guys like Devontae Bosby. You had guys like Trey Sullivan. You had guys that were in there. Communication was not good. We were switching around so many pieces. There was no communication, and that's why we couldn't get lined up fast enough and lined up correctly, and that's why big plays happened. D-line was hurt. There were so many damn injuries last year, but still came together. Avonte Maddox, pretty much, he started out at safety and then moved to inside and went to the outside corner spot and stayed there, and I'm glad. And I think Avonte Maddox could beat Jalen Mills out of his job, because Jalen Mills has been doing too much of this, which I don't mind, but, his job is not secured, and he's got to know that himself, that his own job is not secured at all. Okay? There's just, Ronald Darby's coming back on a 1-year deal. $8 million. 1-year deal. For a big contract in free agency next year. That's what Ronald Darby is doing now. He visited the Kansas City Chiefs. Could have stayed there. But why go to the Kansas City Chiefs when you can go back to the Eagles with a secondary that you're pretty much family-like with everybody? Your brotherly love, the brotherly love is everywhere in this secondary. Just the brotherly gel together chemistry is in this secondary is flawless. And Ronald Darby is so close to these guys. Why not? Why go to Kansas City? Change the environment. Dealing with new coaches, new players, a new scheme. You don't know what's going to happen. He has more of a chance to get a bigger contract next year because Ronald Darby is not going to get signed after this year. Which I'm glad we have Avonte Maddox and Cre'Von LeBlanc, because we just found 2 friggin' gems. 2 gems. You get Rodney McLeod back, restructure his deal so he's in Philly for 1 more year, which Rodney McLeod is not going to be on this team after this year. Malcolm Jenkins, guy's trying to get a contract, deserves a little bit more money. Give it to him, Eagles. I know they got it. And, that's the leader of our defense, the voice of the defense. That's where it all fucking matters. Then you pick up Anderson Dejo. You pick up Anderson Dejo in free agency, a great, probably the best free agent safety. I'm so glad that they picked him up. He wants to get off the Vikings, go to a winning team, go to a team that knows how to win, and the culture is winning. That's where he's going, to Philadelphia, for that reason. He sees what we have. He sees how close we are again. And we were almost close last year. And then you pick up Blake Countess after the Rams released him. And Blake Countess was drafted in 2015 as a cornerback in the 6th, 7th round. And he moved to, went to the LA Rams, when they were St. Louis at the time, went to the practice squad, did well, became a backup safety, played really well. Then the Eagles give him less money, bring him back over here, and they extended him another year. So you're going to have Blake Countess not only for this year, but for next year, because I think the Eagles want to see who the future safety is going to be. That's going to play the rest of the way after McLeod leaves to play with Malcolm Jenkins, and then after Jenkins leaves, they're going to have to figure it out after that. Because safety will be a big hole if they don't figure it out. but I know they'll figure it out. And getting Blaine Countess in here helped a lot. Grown over the years. Very excited about this secondary. Very excited about this group of players that just stick together. And you know what? All the starting corners. So you put 6-7 corners that we have all together. Do you know how much those corners cost all together? $8 million in cap space together. The cap hit for next year for all the starting corners is $8 million. But opposing fans or, rival fans or whoever else from another fan base doesn't realize that this Eagles defense builds from their trenches and builds from the defensive line. That's why the defensive line is deep. And corners are deep too. But what other people don't know, fans don't know, is that you have corners that can play safety. You have safety that can play corners. You have nickel that can play outside. Outside can play nickel. Nickel play safety. A corner can play safety. It doesn't matter, because if one guy needs to take a rest, if one guy needs to go out a few plays, if one guy has to miss 2 or 3 games, you have other pieces that can step right in. Not like that shit show we had in 2018 with Shannon Sullivan, Devontae Bosby, all these guys that could not play worth a shit at all. Now you have that chance. And now after this year, after the 2019 season, you're going to know who your guys are going to be. Jalen Mills is due for a contract. Ronald Darby's going to be gone, but he's due for a contract. You understand? You're going to have some guys left over. You're going to have some guys that you're going to know who's going to be in this future defense, in this secondary. Avonte Max on the outside, Cravon LeBlanc in the nickel. And then Ronald Darby leaves that this year. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to be ready for the first game. But I'm hoping Sidney Jones makes a huge push. That's what I hope. Because Sidney Jones has, time is running out. Tick-tock. Time is running out. I want him to play well. I was so excited when we drafted him in the second round. I know he had the Achilles injury. I know it would take a while. And then, he just was injured nonstop. And on top of everything else, even when he got injured and stayed out a few plays, he went back in. So Corey Unlin, the cornerback coach, pretty much said this. Sidney Jones, it's a blessing that Sidney Jones is just healthy. And that's what's most important. He doesn't even care how he's doing in camp. All he cares about is he's healthy. Okay? I don't know how he's doing in camp. I really didn't see his name pop up too much because I'm only acclimated to so much stuff they put on the internet to read and give you the videos you guys want when I cover all training camp, mini camp, and all that stuff. But other fan bases shitting on this on the secondary, it's impossible. Unless guys are coming here for no money, like the Philadelphia Eagles, guys like Timmy Jernigan, guys like Vinny Curry, and guys that want to help this team win, you're not going to have a good set. You're not going to have high-priced free agent corners plus, a deep defensive line that's making a lot of money. You can't have both. You can either have it balanced, or you can have one better than the other. And I think the Eagles are very balanced defensively on the defensive line to the cornerback position. I don't even talk about the safety position because safety's just loaded. We're loaded at safety. Loaded. Not even worried about it. But don't shit on this defense at all. Don't shit on it. Don't shit on this secondary. I've already talked about the D-line. You know what the D-line's going to bring this year. Trust me, you already fucking know what the D-line is going to bring this year with Malik Jackson, Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham, Vinny Curry, Derek Barnett. I mean, it's loaded. Hassan Ridgeway, Bruce Hector, Trayvon Hester. I mean, it's loaded with guys. And I want to see guys like Hassan Ridgeway and guys like, Bruce Hector, Trayvon Hester make a push to do something special. Tim Jernigan, I mean, come on now. Tim Jernigan, this whole defense, not even just the defensive line, this whole defense has a chip on their damn shoulder. A chip on their shoulder. And they're going to prove everybody. I know this defense is going to do well this year. I know this offense is going to do this well this year. But this secondary, people got to stop shitting on these guys. People got to stop shitting on all these guys for what they're going to bring to the goddamn table. That's all I got to say, guys. Just wanted to bring this up to you guys real quick. But I'll see you guys later. Shake Squad up. Fly, Eagles fly.